Hey there. So what we're gonna do today is some jelly plate printing. I don't know if you've ever used a jelly plate, but basically a jelly plate is this cool thing. You can print, you can use either side and look them up, Jelly Arts. You can get these at Michael's, probably Hobby Lobby, any kind of art store, Dick Blick, just Amazon, anything. So check them out, they're really cool. And they just stick to the table. So they have different sizes. This one's a little bit smaller, it's a square. And then I also have this one, it's a little bit bigger, and they get bigger. You can get like really huge ones. And so printmaking, you use brayers. This is a brayer. It's basically what you use to apply the ink. So you roll it in the ink. This is called charging the brayer, charging it up with ink. And when you do this, you don't want to just go back and forth like this. You want to lift up, put a little spin on your brayer to make sure that you're getting full coverage all over the roller. And then you come back here and you're gonna go ahead and apply this to your jelly plate. Get a good coat on there. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that you can make printing and stamping tools. So you can also use those on the jelly plate, as well as stencils and different things that you bought from a store that you have laying around. So I have this whole box full of different kind of stencils and materials, different things. This could be really neat. We would have this one, pre-cut one, or you can make your own stencils. You can cut your own stencils out of paper, which I've done. You actually just use a plain old computer paper. And what's really cool about this is you just cut it out and then you place it on the plate and then peel it up and it'll pick up the ink. But then the other cool thing is that you're actually printing on the paper stencil that you made when you do that. So I always save mine afterward and then use them again for collaging. So it's really cool. You can always reuse everything. So what I'm gonna do is put a couple things onto this plate. I'm gonna use this pad. So this is like that stuff you put in a drawer. It's that kind of grip material. You open jars with it, stuff like that. So I'm gonna just put it on here and just kind of push it on to this. And then when you peel it up, the ink's transferring onto here, so you can use this again. But if you can see, it kind of made, you can see that slate design onto the plate. And now what we want to do is take paper. I have pre-cut paper. And this paper is a little bit smaller than the plate, which is fine. Usually you want it to be the same size or a little bit bigger, but mine's a little bit smaller. And then you just place it on there, and you take a clean brayer, one that has no ink on it, and you're just gonna use this to go back and forth and print your block. And don't worry about the back of this getting dirty. It doesn't matter. Okay, and then you're gonna peel it off of the jelly plate, and you can see that it is transferred to the paper. And you just keep on doing that. You can layer up colors. I always like to print another one right after I've printed, and it's called a ghost print, and it's gonna pick up whatever ink is left behind, and it'll just be a little bit lighter. It'll be a variation of the first print that we did. So you can see that that is a little bit lighter than the first one. And that's just like a first layer. What I'm gonna do is just keep on printing these and layer this up and get some more ink. And with jelly plates, you don't have to clean the plate unless you really want to. I just go right back over top, and then that kind of makes a cool effect when the colors start mixing. You can do some real cool stuff. I actually have some rubber stamps I'm gonna use, so I'm just gonna push that in, and you can see when you do that, it actually lifts the ink off. You can see right here, it takes the ink away, but now the ink is on this, so I can now take the ink I picked up from this and print it onto here like that. But then I also can do a couple more, did a couple more there, see? But now I'm picking this up off of this, and we're gonna go ahead and layer it with one of these that I already did. And we'll see what happens. So that's kind of cool. It pretty much covered up the bubble wrap, but that's okay, you know, and now it has this totally different look going on. It did look like this, but now it looks like this. So see how fast you can change things? Very cool. Let's put another color on here, maybe some white. Getting it all inked up here real nice. Maybe we'll even do some more with this. Like, I like to fold the paper sometimes and just put parts of the paper down, and that gives you a little interesting mark. Kind of helps break it up. And then I also like to, here is one. It was using bubble wrap. You get kind of a cool look with that. Here's another one with bubble wrap. It's a little, you can see it a little bit better. But just look around your house, like I always say, and find really cool things. Bubble wrap, string, tin foil. Just really anything. If you think it'll look cool, then do it, because it probably will. I really like this one. It's kind of interesting.